I have repeatedly been impressed by how Polish government not only continues to help Ukraine, but also increase the supply of heavy equipment, which is so necessary for Ukraine right now. Recently, President of Ukraine Vladimir Zelensky said that Poland has fulfilled all the agreements on the supply of tanks to Kiev, including German-made Leopard main battle tanks, in quantity of 14 pieces. Delivery of MiG-29 fighter jets also to be expected. And now Ukraine has agreed with Poland to purchase 200 Rosomak armored personnel carriers and 54 120mm Polish RAK 8x8 self-propelled mortars. This purchase will further strengthen the striking fist of Ukrainian troops, and on the eve of the planned large-scale offensive, these vehicles can play a very important role. Let's look at them in more detail and try to analyze how these armored vehicles can help Ukraine during possible offensive actions. Rosomak is a wheeled multi-purpose armored vehicle, which is a licensed copy of the Finnish Patria AMV. So basically Poland ordered about 700 of these vehicles from Finland in 2003, but with the agreement that the vehicles would be built in Poland under license. I think there is no need to explain how good it is when you buy not just equipment, but its licensed production. And starting from 2017, the production of these armored vehicles is now 100% based in Poland. Now Polish land forces own around 1000 Rosomak in different versions, making Poland the largest operator by a fair margin. Isn't it wonderful? And now Poland used the same tactics when signing contract with South Korean manufacturers. In 2014, Poland signed a cooperation with Korean Samsung Techwin to supply 120 K9 Thunder chassis as part of the AHS CRAB program. 24 were built in Korea and 96 are produced under license in Poland. In August 2022, Poland ordered additional 212 K9A1 self-propelled howitzers from Korea by 2026, and 460 K9A2 howitzers will be produced in Poland under license. The same goes for K2 Black Panther South Korean main battle tank. In July 2022, Polska Grupa Zbrojeniowa and Hyundai Rotem signed an agreement according to which 180 K2s will be supplied from South Korea from 2022. An additional 820 K2PLs will be produced in Poland from 2026. So total of 1000 Korean tanks will be delivered to Polish land forces. With such ambitions, Poland could be next superpower in Europe in 5 to 10 years. But this is a subject for another video. Now let's get back to the description of the main features of the vehicle. The KTO Rosomak, or Kolowy Transporter Opancerzony, which means Wheeled Armored Personnel Carrier Wolverine, is an 8x8 multi-role military vehicle produced by Polish Armament Group company under license. This is quite mobile armored vehicle. The maximum speed is about 100 km per hour and it can ride about 800 km on a full tank. It has 3 crew members including a driver, a commander and gunner, and can carry up to 12 soldiers. It is noted that the Polish soldiers who first tested these vehicles after Soviet BMP-1 and OT-64 were impressed by the convenience and functionality of Rosomak. It has a large number of variants and in its basics it's just an armored vehicle for moving infantry from point A to point B. However, everything begins to be more interesting when heavy weapons are installed. The main weapon of the Rosomak M1 variant is the Italian Otto Melara Hit Fist 2-man turret, which has a 30mm Mk44 Bushmaster II autocannon and a coaxial 7.62 machine gun. This 30mm gun is a very reliable weapon. It also equipped on Swedish CV90 30, Austrian Panzer II and of course on the US Army Striker and M2 Bradley. In addition, the turret has digital fire control system, thermal vision and laser sights and a warning system, which is connected to 6 grenade launchers. This vehicle also participated in the war in Afghanistan as part of Polish Land Forces contingent, and for this reason was equipped with additional steel composite armor. As of 2022, Polish Armament Group or Polska Grupa Zbrojeniowa were planned to replace Italian Hit Fist turret with a Polish remotely controlled turret ZSSW-30. Is a Polish 30mm turret system designed by Huta Stalowa Wola and WB Electronics. It will also be fitted on the Borsuk IFV, which is a new fighting platform for the Polish armed forces and is currently at the last stage of the production. This new turret will get new modified version of the Bushmaster 2 known as Mk4 Strange, which can fire airburst rounds. Apart from new 30mm gun replacement, new Rosomak will be produced with new coaxial machine gun and pair of Israeli Spikes LR, long-range version of anti-tank guided missiles. They known and proved to be as a tank killers. With maximum range of 5000 meters, they can destroy any Russian tanks within one hit. There are also all kinds of sights and rangefinders that should be in modern vehicles, and some sources stating that the fire control system is even better than in Leopard 2A5 tank. However, the coolest feature of this turret is that it can work in synergy with the Polish UAV Fly-Eye, automatically receiving all necessary data from it. And we all know how important reconnaissance drones are. In addition, there are also various modifications of Rosomak, Med-Evac, several types of reconnaissance, technical reconnaissance and command vehicles, but most importantly, a modification with 120mm mortar. M120 RAK. This self-propelled gun mortar, equipped with an automatically loaded 120mm mortar. Production started in 2006, the first prototypes were presented in 2009. It can be built on truck chassis, based on amphibious armored personnel carrier Opal APC and the wheel chassis, which is based on the Rosomak APC. M120 RAK has firing range up to 12 km, rate of fire 6 to 8 shots per minute and ammunition stock of 46 shots. RAK comes to a firing position and is ready to fire within 30 seconds, and it needs only 15 seconds to leave from firing position. This self-propelled mortar can fire all types of 100mm mines, but Poland developed a new mine especially for this mortar with increased firing range. And also they plan to equip mortar with a high-precision APR 120 mine, which has laser guidance and according to the developer will turn RAK into an effective anti-tank weapon. As the Rosomak, M20 RAK also has thermal imaging camera, a laser rangefinder, a digital fire control system and UAV synchronization. Such system can be very useful both for defending forces and for counter-offensive operations. The combat effectiveness of RAK is also ensured by the integration into Topaz automated fire control system, which allowed them to work in a single information field with other units. The fire set or a company set consists of 8 mortars and 4 fire control vehicles, and Ukraine will receive 24 mortar vehicles and 12 fire control vehicles respectively. Polish defense industry has received order for production of 100 Rosomak, an additional 100 will be delivered immediately. They will be paid by the EU and the United States. However, there is no information on the exact modification that Poland will supply. But the fact that Ukraine will receive 100 units immediately indicates that some of them will be transferred from the stocks of the Polish army, and the rest will be produced in the near future. Open sources indicate that Poland can produce hundreds of such vehicles per year. But if necessary, it can be doubled, so Ukraine can get another 100 in 6 months, or maybe sooner. Actually, Poland repeatedly stated that these numbers can be increased even more significantly for Ukraine. And knowing how Poland helps Ukraine, I will not be surprised if it turns out that they are already in Ukraine. I think that they have already thought about everything. And very soon we will see how these Polish vehicles will show themselves on the battlefield. Subscribe for more, write what you think about Rosomak and RAK mortar, and also watch this video about Swedish armored fighting vehicle CV90.